You're certain then that this magic knight something or other is coming here? I'm certain. I can sense his mana moving towards us. It's still a fair distance away for now, but it's getting closer by the minute. It's coming from the direction of the valley behind the village. I thought I finished it all, but I should have made sure, huh? I didn't think anything could survive off that kind of fall, but if anything could, it'd be one of those things, I suppose. No, you did what you could. You shouldn't blame yourself. Still, why would it be coming here? My guess is because you're here. Or more specifically, because the Ashen Awakener is here. It's after Reen? So these magic knights may have some connection with the Divine Knight, right? Well, that makes this easy. If it's after me, then I should be the one to go out and stop it. But you'd be putting yourself in danger. That'll be fine. I don't want to let it get anywhere near the village. In a way, I have to. If I can't do this, what hope do I have of getting Class 7 back together again? Well, sounds like your mind's made up. And you appear to have recovered enough, in my eyes at least. Alright then, I have no objections. We'll have all the villagers ready to evacuate it as a precaution. Take care, Reen. Thanks, Mom. Dad. Let me come with. I doubt I could compare to Sana, but I ain't too shabby to fight. Really? Thank you. Feel a lot better having you around, honestly. Okay, so Tobal, Celine, you guys almost ready to head out? Actually, if you don't mind, Reen, I would like to come with you too. You would? Elise? This is not an opponent to be taken lightly. In fact, I'm sure you're well aware of. I fully understand the dangers this will entail. Combat etiquette is imperative to calling oneself a noble, and I'm familiar with the sword style of the Schwarzer family. You trained me yourself, Reen. Well, yeah, that's true, but... You're certain that this is what you want to do, Elise? Yes, I am. My brother has chosen his path, and as his sister, I feel I have a duty to support him. Not only as his sister, as a daughter of the House Schwarzer, I have every intention of doing whatever is within my power. My, how you've grown. Indeed, as your father, I couldn't be more proud. Take her with you, Reen. I have plenty of faith in her abilities as a swordswoman, but I also think she would keep you from doing anything too rash. Dad, come on! I don't think you've got anything to worry about. She's stronger than you're giving her credit for. Like your dad said, she knows her way around a sword, and she's pretty good at using her arcus too. She said me and her highness were more than a few tough spots on our way here, even. That she did. And I'm sure she'll be I'm sure she'll be capable of even more with her beloved brother at her side. But still. Hold on, since when has Elise had an arcus? Oh, let that fun little detail out when catching up, didn't I? Flint Oliver gave me a couple of spares, actually. And I had a hunch these two would have a real knack for them, with a bit of practice. So I showed them the ropes on the way here. Eh? I know you're against her coming with us, but we really don't have much time here. And it's pretty clear that nothing you say is going to change our mind. So I think it's time you gave up and we got going. Nah. Fine, you can come too, Elise. But don't even think of doing anything that will put you in any further in harm's way than you need to, okay? Promise me. I promise. Alright, let's start getting ready then. If either of you need to do anything last minute, get it done now. After that, we'll make our way for Ymir's back entrance. Tova and Elise have joined the party. You can now customize the battle order of your party members. About recovery items and food. Recovery items such as tear bombs and EP charges can be purchased from shops. However, it's much more economical to recover HP and EP by cooking food, using whatever ingredients you happen to have on hand. Your home-cooked meals also happen to provide a variety of special effects that standing healing items do not. Now we have a bigger party, and Elise is only 100 and a half yard, but, see what I mean? By levels being weird is, yeah. That being said, I really shouldn't be complaining that she's 119, because it's 119, so should be happy with that. Emphasis in food. How are we doing for equipment? Even changers? Nope. And nope. Okay, we're just gonna improvise with what we got and see what happens. I say that, but I'm just double checking. There's not any secret side quests or people that want to hang out or anything along those lines. Let me just check. Yep. Anybody want to Oh, hello everyone. Something wrong, Your Highness? Do I really have to stay here? Can I accompany all of you instead? I may not be skilled in hand-to-hand combat, but I do think I'm on par with Elise when it comes to handling an Arcus. You're a pretty skilled arch user, no doubt there, but even then. I might consider it if we were mowing down regular monsters, but Magic Knights are an entirely different league. You said it yourself. You can't just expose someone with no combat abilities outside of arts casting to something this dangerous. Aw, sorry. I guess you're right. Still, it was worth putting it out there and seeing how you'd respond. As much as I want to help you out, I'd probably just get in the way. I'm sorry, Your Highness. Rest assured, Your Highness. I promise you, we'll return safely. Thank you, Reen. I look forward to your return here then. And you better make good on that promise. Will do. We're gonna kick its ass and come back in time for dinner. Cause I'm hungry. Alright, we're outside our house, that's fine. What I'm wondering is, when I selected all the options for the EM Plus, max bonding events I couldn't afford, because you got a limit, and the other one was combat links, but I can't check them yet either. So I have no idea. There. Please, leave everything to us. We'll look after everyone here. Take care, my children. And Tobal, please watch over them for me. You can count on me. We'll be back as soon as we can. The monsters on the mountain path are more ferocious than ever these days. Do make sure you're fully prepared. I'll pray to Adios for your safe return. Don't worry about it. I got everything under control. As long as I wait, so I need to go out that way. Yeah, so give us 1 second, people, while we sprint to the nearest tavern and double check everyone else is okay. I'm just making sure I'm not missing out on anything. Anything here I can buy that I might need? I've got both of them. I've got a lot of the varying items that I can buy to cook stuff with, and pretty much every item known to man. What do you want? Okay, eventually I'm going to select talk. I thought I heard a roar earlier. I wonder what it was. Well, I'm sure it's nothing too dangerous. Bordeaux would have barked if we were in any immediate danger. That is true. He's a good dog. Sorry, but I've still got a bit more sign to do before I'm done here. Wish I could be of more help though. Just be careful when you step out of the village. Monsters in the area have been quite vicious lately. You should be okay if you got Tobal with you though, so keep an eye on them for me, okay Tobal? You got it. Yeah, right, should be good. I'm just double checking that I'm not missing anything important or latent or abundantly obvious. But from the looks of it, it's not mentioned anything about any side quests yet, and why I remember I think we're okay, so bugger it! Oh wait, here's Annabelle again. Hello. Has something happened? I do hope it gets resolved quickly. There's still terribly important fishing to be done. Yeah, okay, leaving you to your fishing delusions. That's where we came, so everybody, I'm gonna go fight a monster. Dad, keep an eye on him. Right, let's go punch it in its face. Alright, the search is on. Magic Knight's somewhere in this direction, right? That's right. It's very slowly coming this way. So as long as we keep following this path, we should find ourselves face to face with it at some point. Well, the further away it is, the better off. So we're gonna need to finish it off before it reaches the town, or we're gonna be in trouble. You two have been up here a fair few times, right? Yeah, I went up this way with the rest of Class 7 just a couple months ago even. You know, in that special scene that nobody ought to see because it was hidden. Wasn't really planning to, but we didn't have much choice as to Blue Blanc and his antics. Blue Blanc, huh? Yeah, sounds like his thing. Once he's latched onto you, it's a one-way trip to Crazy Town. But it sounds like it's a little too late to be saying that to you. I don't get the feeling he's involved in any of this, though. The weather is much milder now than it was then, so we shouldn't have quite as much trouble climbing, thankfully. That doesn't mean it won't be as dangerous, however, so watch your step. Don't worry, we're so stupidly powerful. Oops, must have found ourselves a monster. A very tough looking one at that. Indeed, though I can't imagine being a problem so long as we make proper use of our combat links. Be careful, Elise. I will. You can now use combat links and check them in the notepad. You can now set links. You can form combat links within the tactics section of the camp menu. You can now access the links section of the camp menu. This allows me to do this. What link am I at? 3 and 5. Okay, we're doing alright. It goes up to 7 now, by the way. But ignore all that. 3 and 5. Right, we're super good. That's right, run away! I'm gonna show you something scary. If you're significantly stronger than the enemy, you should be able to one-hit or quarter it. But enough about that. Now, who do we want to link up with? We'll try Tobal for a second. Now, which skills do we have? See, what I like about this is because this is New Game Plus, they know you're going to be significantly stronger level than you should be, but because of balancing issues with giving you access to every art known to man, they locks them. So any of the ones that you should get later on, after Flame Dragon for instance, you don't have. So I don't use the wrong skills. That makes things a lot easier for me. That being said, we don't actually need to use any crafts because watch this. It dies in one move.
Ready to go.
Alright, let's see what I've got to play with. Double Strike, that only hits one of you. Dizzying Blow, only hits one of you. Spear Break, that's about it. It's not cheap though. Right, we're gonna keep that one, and we're gonna kill this one in one hit. Or not.
I can do this.
Okay. What's Elia's got? Holy Squall Swallowtail. Any of these AoEs? Wait, what's it? Heals. Nah. Here we go, this'll do. Right. Attack that one. Goodbye.
Here I go.
And I'm gonna deal with you. And we're done here.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Ignore those two spheres, by the way. I will explain what they are, possibly later. They're definitely later things. Well done, Elise. Thank you, Reen. Cool. Now that we've covered the basics, let's get back to searching. About combat links. Combat links are an integral part of the battle system. By strengthening party members' bonds with one another, they can be used powerful link abilities such as cover and finishing blow. In addition, later in the story, the ability to use even stronger link attacks will become available. That's what those two circles were. They're the abilities to use stronger arts, which we're not talking about yet. Forming combat links between party members has no disadvantages, so there's really no reason not to keep party members links at all times. About weapon types and unbalancing. Link attacks can only occur when the enemy is imbalanced, the success rate of which is decided upon by the weapon type used to deal damage. Mollusk monsters are more easily imbalanced by Reen's slash damage, and crustaceans by Elise's thrust. Other types include Pierce, strong against flying enemies, and Strike, which is strong against rock type enemies. Damage type varies by character as well. About critical damage and unbalancing. Attacks taken on a turn with a critical bonus have a 100% chance of unbalancing an enemy regardless of the damage type being dealt. So even if it's something that they're usually very strong to, it will still unbalance them. Taking advantage of this at the right time will be the key to victory. Finally, Tobal's unique accessory, the Quick Caliper, allows him to act or use art much more quickly than any other character. Making good use of this will allow him to deal immense damage to enemies in a very short period of time. And that's us all up to speed. But yes, the two spheres that we saw on the menu a minute ago were relevant to our links being quite high.
Are you alright, Elise?
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
Just warms your heart, doesn't it?
If you say so.
Yes, the two orbs that popped up in our menu were... Oh yeah, I don't have to dodge you.
What a splendid chest!
I can kill everything. Anyway, but along those lines, that's a much further along ability that we're not talking about here. You will see it over a long period of time, but it will not be used nor talked about. Even if it decides to flash in the fucking menu. I'm not showing it! Because it will flash in the menu. Anyway. Now, seeing as how we are abundantly stronger than the enemies, we can do this. Right, one hit knocks it out, the other one deletes it. Because we are so much stronger. The only problem is you don't actually get any experience from doing that. So as much fun as it is, you only get set from it. And I walked straight into that one. Alright, fine, screw this, we're just gonna kill you. Let's go, kill. Okay, I kind of expected us to one hit or quit at it, but whatever.
Here I go.
I'm just gonna build CP, that's what I'll do. Take that. Now there's just two of you. Alright. Oh, isn't that cute that you think that hurts? Die.
I'm up.
And you're dead.
Well, that's that.
See that stupid orb that popped up a second ago? Give it that. Anyway. Ta-da! Yeah, we're so much stronger than these enemies that we can just stroll past them all and not really have any repercussions. Which is exactly what we're going to do. Because they're all running away from me anyway. We will fight them later, because this is on hard again, much like the original playthrough, but for...
Oh, a dead end? We should cross the bridge we just passed.
Oh, chest. I wonder what's inside. Right, let's get started.
Please, allow me.
Now, the fun part. We can either murder them painfully the old-fashioned way, or yeah, we're gonna murder them the old-fashioned way. Swallow tail. Eat this. There are certain arts I am not. See this thing? The two under bravery points is the thing with fire on it. Ignore that for the rest of the playthrough. There's basically this thing here that's called overdrive. We will explain what that is in a while from now because we're not meant to have it. That's one of the things they didn't hide. We should have it, but they didn't. Anyway, so just ignore that for now. It's not relevant right now anyway. So there we go. It's a very handy thing to have, but we don't need it. No, well, we use it. Good break. Okay.
Try this. Fire!
Goodbye. Okay, I thought that was everyone. Turns out there's one extra one. Goodbye.
Okay, it's safe for now.
And we're done here. See those two things there? The two sword burning circle thing and that half blue moon? Just ignore those. We will get to them later, but those are the overdrive orbs. They're much later, so just ignore that. Anyway. Certain chests on the world map, which I'm sure I thought it would have explained, but it didn't, which look like this. They have this sort of red and cracked texture on top of them. They are what's called mimic chests. They're sort of challenges to the player. If you manage to defeat all the enemies inside, and survive the encounter of course, you will get a special quartz or a special item. They are very rare and they are rather well hidden, so some of them you may not find. But apart from that, the majority of the usual chests are right here and always available. Speaking of breaking stuff, it's always good to break stuff because you can sometimes get items like these. As well as, you know, just refills your CP and it gives you save, which is always nice to have. The other thing that's really handy to have is those U material we just picked up. You use them for upgrading weapons and armor, well, mostly weapons, and you need a fair lot of them to do pretty much anything now I think about it. So if you can get as much as possible, you get as much as possible. So that's what we're doing. That's part of the reason why we're fighting some of the enemies. They drop it in this area, so we might as well kill them.
The wind seems to be picking up.
We should hurry before the sun begins to set.
I mean, I'm not exactly rushing, but here we go. I do love that being able to just defeat the enemy in one blow, but I know as well as you do that to be honest, you're sitting there thinking, but Dark, wouldn't you want to fight everything? Because then you get more experience and whatever other reason. Yes, but if I attack them twice and they instantly die, then I know that our level is significantly bigger than theirs, and therefore the experience you get from, say, fight isn't actually worth anything. So you'd be better off just doing this, and getting all the save out of them instead. I mean, it's about as much as I'd get from actually fighting them in the first place. The only thing I'm losing out on is money. Phew, we're finally at the halfway point. How are you feeling, Elise? Very well, thank you. There's no need to worry. You've been through so much, Reen, especially in recent months, and yet you've managed to overcome it all. Climbing a mountain as small as this can hardly hope to compare. Well, if you insist, but if you need to take a break, there's no shame in saying so. Agreed. The monsters around here are on the tough side, so we can last as long as we pace ourselves, okay? You just keep backing your brother up, and I'm backing both of you up too. Thank you. We're getting closer to that magic knife. I can sense it. But just so we're perfectly clear, you do know you don't stand a chance against it with just the three of you, don't you? Sure do, kid. It wouldn't be my first time going up against something that huge, but size isn't the only issue here. How do I put this? It's like there was some kind of strange power inside of it that was helping him move. Does that mean we'll have to find a way to deal with that first? And I think I know just the way to do it too. Sea Lion, can we go back to Valimar and ask for it? I'd like to ask for his help. If you feel that's the best option we have, then I've got nothing more to say about it. Just be sure you're mentally prepared by the time we get there. I'm prepared. You got some kind of plan in mind? Works for me. We don't have much further to go, and any plan at this point is better than none. Let's move, and remember, slow and steady is the way, right? Okay, Tobal. I mean, I've got a plan, but nobody's saying it's a good one, okay? But so, Torvald thinks that this monster that we were dealing with earlier has some sort of quirk to it. Some ability that makes it move and more difficult to deal with. That doesn't bode well for us at this point, but...
What a splendid chest!
Every time I hear the chest one-liner, I'm just reminded of Crow whistling and going, now that's what I call a chest! And I love that one-liner. I love it so much. Yeah, I thought I could gather that. Can't. Very pretty though, but can't. But yeah. Every time, I'm gonna keep saying it. It's the best one-liner in gaming history. I just love it.
It sounded close.
Let's get yourselves ready.
I mean, I'm ready. In a manner of speaking, anyway. Mentally, maybe not, but everybody else is ready. Also, we're getting set for dates, which makes me think that yes, that does look like what I think it is. What I think it is. Now, fixing everything, feeling that too. Right. Is this what I think it is? No. Certain orbment stations let you customize your quartz and screw around in the Arcus unit, which lets you unlock more spheres or areas to put quartz into. As this is New Game Plus, all of them, if you look here or not, these all here. Same again and same again. Also, because Torvald is a bracer, he already has all these quartz. But, along similar lines, if you get to certain ones of these orbit charging stations, these things here, there's certain ones that have different designs that let you change and unlock slots, as well as upgrade them. Now, upgrading them is key because it allows you to equip stronger quartz, because especially the combination ones that give you 2 instead of just 1 for 1 slot, they require you to have unlocked it again. But we've not really done much with that, so we'll deal with that later. Oh? Well, this is it. This is a monument that caused all the trouble you brought up before, right? Even now, I can sense some spiritual power. And as far as I can tell, everything here is in order. Yeah, I don't see anything abnormal going on either. It caused me a lot of trouble back when I was a kid, too. I guess I'm cursed by this spot, aren't I? Reen, don't be silly. That came from close by. Here it comes. How could they be perfectly fine after falling off a damn cliff? Ancient legend mentions that they had the power to regenerate, but I didn't think it held that much merit. We have to stop it from reaching Ymir. Don't do anything that'll put yourself in any unnecessary danger, Elise. I won't. Right, let's give it our best shot.
Watch out! This is a tough one! My turn!
Okay. Now, do you want to see something amusing or scary? Because I can do either. Let's do amusing. Azure Flame Slash.
Gather on my blade!
Okay, I expected that to one-hit a quorum. That's why it was the amusing part. That did not work. Oh crap. Magical golem from the Dark Ages that awoke from some unknown cause. Possesses a great power. Okay, so my master plan fell its face really easily. So, any arts that we can do? Luminous Ray. This is a beam of lunar light. Maelstrom. Great powerful whirlpool. Okay, right, we're doing this one. Go ahead.
Sure thing.
And Torvald, you've got arts for days, don't you? Golden Sphere. Go ahead.
Activate.
Go ahead. Okay, it got stronger. Ah, for God's sake, it got a lot stronger. Thrown it!
I'm up.
That worked a lot better than I thought it would. What bastards do about have? Okay, we're gonna do something rather amusing.
Right.
I say that a lot now, don't I? Right, Elise, Swallowtail. Yes, and we unbalance it. Reed, go!
Let's move!
Right. Yeah, okay, we got this. Watch this. Right, knock it a little bit. Snowball, seeing as how you're a master bracer and all, show them what you're made of.
Time to stop holding back!
This is gonna hurt! Rebellion Storm! Phew. Well, that's that.
There you go. See, it pays to have a bracer with you sometimes. And no, my friends, that is not an art he shouldn't have yet. He does have that art from the start. It was just a case of making sure he had enough CP to use it. So, there we go. Ta-da! The only problem is, Sayline's already said we're not gonna kill it yet, hasn't she? Well, a guy can dream, right? You think after hitting it with that, he'd die? Think that did it? Not yet. How can it grow even more arms? You can't be serious! Well, think he's ready? Ready enough, but we won't be able to fight for very long. Still, he's the best chance we've got. At least, Tobal, stay back! Why? What for?
Heed my call. Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
What's that sound?
Am I seeing things?
Yeah, he's recovered enough to fend off this guy at least. Try and actually win this time, got it?
Not a problem. I'm counting on you, Valimar. Our target's the Magic Knight right in front of us.
Acknowledged. However, operational time is limited to a maximum of 300 seconds. Caution is advised.
So this is the Ashen Knight? I'd heard about it fighting against the Alliance forces trying to take over Tristram. Wow, this is something else.
Are you really moving that ring?
Elise, Tobal, I'll take care of this. Stay back.
Roger that. Come on, Missy. We're gonna be in danger if we stay here.
All right.
I'll have to rely on the unarmed form this time too. That's fine by me. Okay, here goes!
All right. You ready?
Okay, use it as a tutorial. But it's New Game Plus, I'll be the tutorial. Right, let me explain to you how the Ashen Knight fights. You've got your basic attack, you've got the defend option here, which recovers health, It reduces damage by 70%, but it consumes some form of CP, so you can't do it all the time. And Valimar also has crafts. But at the moment, seeing as how he's only got 10% charge, he's only got the one craft, which is Morning Moon. It supports himself, has a 100% chance to evade an enemy and counter. It evades without fail and counters them, and gives you a 30% chance on that. But we've only got an operational time of 5 minutes, so we're gonna cut to the chase and punch this thing in the face. Now, speaking of punching this thing to the face, I did not know I could move the camera in the middle of the fight. That makes things easier. Right, as you can see here, there are 3 places we can attack on this enemy. Now, you can also see an unbalanced efficiency pop up there. It should look like that with a question mark, but, you know, benefits to nuking What you should do is every stance that the enemy has, you have one too. There is a certain part of the body that if you attack it, it is guaranteed to unbalance it. And if you unbalance it, you can then deal more damage. And you can just keep bouncing ideas off them. But obviously the enemy has multiple stances because they're not just going to stand there and take it, they're going to do arts too. So depending on what they plan to do, you have to adapt to the situation. So speaking of that, and we're not going to take the gimme that is to punch him in the face, which is what I really want to do, but we're not going to do that just yet. We're going to prove that if you attack something that he's prepared for, like so, you don't do much damage. Okay, we did a lot more damage than I thought we would, but still, you shouldn't do much damage. If we attack somewhere that is pretty much a guaranteed critical, like so, it does critical and we can follow up. Like this. And that lets you have time.
Keep it up!
See here how he's changed his stance? He's now gotten ready to attack me, he's now standing in a different form. Now, depending on this form, you have to change where you want to attack. Or choose if you want to attract, or in my case, I'd rather defend and not take a massive blow. So, defending and healing.
Is that all?
See, that reduced his damage down to nothingness. Now then, seeing as how I've shown you all there is really to show you, it's now time to punch him in the face like I want you to. So, let's do this. That was meant to be the face, it looked more like the gut, but whatever, go. Now I really want to use a craft to finish him, but it's not going to live that long anyway, so let's just finish this in style. When I say in style, it's still going to be a punch in the face. I feel like as a tutorial boss for what these Magic Knight battles are meant to be like, is really weak, but what can you do? Go ahead.
Let's go!
Oh wait, finisher! End in style! If you have enough for 8 points, you can do awesome moves! Like this!
He did it!
Thank goodness! I think he's used up every last bit of the mana he recovered.
That was a close one.
You didn't have a weapon, and yet you still came out on top, Reen. Not half bad. Not that it means you're ready to take on the Azure Awakener. That's a ways away.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Combat efficiency demonstrated a 5% increase over the previous battle. I look forward to observing further improvement in the future.
Sure. I hope I don't let you down. I barely know a thing about you. But even then, it's clear as day that you're far more reliable than I'll ever be. Well, it doesn't matter how it happened. The fact is, we're now fighting alongside one another as both allies and friends. So don't worry. I'll do everything I can to become strong enough to draw out your full power. Strong enough to even win against Crow.
I shall await that day.
Reen!
Hey there. You did great, champ.
Thanks. You didn't get hurt at all, did you, Elise?
I'm fine. I'm more concerned about you. Are you feeling alright? I'd heard about what happened the last time you fought inside that thing.
I'm a little tired, but that's all. I probably wouldn't have gotten off so easily if things were anywhere close to being like last time, honestly.
As I've said once before, all damage taken by a Divine Knight is passed on to its Awakener. So take that as extra motivation to continue getting better at piloting him.
Oh yeah, you did say that, didn't you? Well, I'd have to improve my piloting skills to get things done anyway. I've got every intention of getting better.
You're sounding a lot more sure of yourself now.
Does that mean you're feeling better?
Yeah, never better. If I want to reunite with the others, I need to keep moving forward. Sorry, I've got a feeling I'm just gonna be causing you a lot more grief in the future.
Oh, don't you worry about that. I'm plenty used to it. And besides, I'd like nothing more than for you to be reunited with your classmates.
Thanks, Elise.
You can be such a troublemaker.
Sounds like things are all wrapped up here.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
That can't be.